5:39 coming up on 5:40. I'm Tori, and in studio, you may or may not know that we are doing interviews for the empty seat for City Council. Dante Acosta left us an empty seat, and for the last couple of days we've been doing special programming. Perry Smith, our news director, was conducting some interviews, and then it's Devin Smith. He takes over and he does the interviews in the evening. Hi Devin, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and all these candidates are so awesome. They're coming in, everybody's smiling, having a great time, and I'm so glad. I love the fact that we have so many. It means so many people just want to do their part and help out the city, and they love the city of Santa Clarita. So we have yet another candidate, Jackie Thomas. Jackie, welcome to AM 1220 KHTS. It is all Devin all the time, and Jackie, go right ahead, guys.
Hi Jackie, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today.
Of course, I really appreciate you having me here.
So can you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, like who you are, what you do?
Sure. I moved to Santa Clarita about 30 years ago, so I know this town pretty well. I raised two sons here. I have a 37-year-old who graduated from Hart High and a 22-year-old who graduated from West Ranch.
A little divided household there.
Yes, we have one children at a time in my family. No fighting. It was good. It was a good thing. So right now what I do is I work as an administrative manager for an insurance company in the San Fernando Valley. Okay. And I have a corporate position, but I'm also responsible for 6 branches all over the western U.S., San Francisco, San Diego. And I provide administrative support. When I took the position, there was a lot of development that needed to be done in the department. So I was the one to write the procedures, establish policies for fleet card driver guidelines, purchasing, IIPP, which is an injury and illness prevention plan. So I'm responsible for the safety program, mail, call center, ergonomic purchases, you name it, I do it. Basically, what no one else wanted to do, they gave to me.
So you lived in Santa Clarita for 30 years. Can you tell us a little bit about how the valley has changed in your time?
Oh, big time. Big time changes. I can actually say I remember when there were Boscovich onion farms.
Really?
Yeah, on Newhall Ranch Road, before it really was Newhall Ranch Road. I remember when that road went through. And Smizer Mule Ranch, which some of the residents who've been here, just a short time ago, 10 years ago, that was an active mule ranch. So, yeah, I remember those things. Kmart was the only place you could buy anything. So, and I'm really glad that's still here.
So in your time here, have you gotten involved in the community? Have you done any volunteer work?
Yes, a little bit. I'm active with Bridge to Home. Okay. I really see a value and importance in supporting the homeless community, offering them life skills, giving them an opportunity to look for work and to help them out while they're doing that. And also I'm part of the auxiliary of the VFW. It's an organization that supports vets. My dad's a vet.
So if you were to be appointed to the City Council, what would your main priority be?
I think a big priority right now should be community engagement. The fact that we have 50 applicants for one seat is very telling because that indicates that when you are invited to participate, there's definite interest. I think a lot of people love the city like I do. I have been here a long time and I want to participate. So I'm apparently not the only one. So one thing I'd really like to see, I put some ideas in gave some ideas to the Signal for them to publish, but what I'd really like to see is a neighborhood council where residents could come and not have to talk on the radio, but offer some input and in a large group forum because there's a lot of energy in a large group, but also some small breakout groups to get ideas going. I think there's value in innovative thinking. I think that feedback's a two-way street, that when people feel involved in their community and have an opportunity to participate, they're more invested in it and in the outcome. And there's value for the City Council too, because they can target their leadership and evaluate the effectiveness of their leadership. And also, once they've asked residents to participate, they get their buy-in, almost no matter what the outcome is, because at least they were invited to offer some participation. And that buy-in is useful, especially if you need to ask the residents to compromise.
All right, so is there one thing that you agree with City Council that you would do similar, and then one thing that you may have done differently that the council has done?
Oh, sure. Easy to agree with is the amazing job they do to preserve the integrity and the beauty of the city. I'm thrilled that downtown Newhall's being renovated. I'm really looking forward to the Lemley Theater. They've done a terrific job on that. The preservation of the open spaces, protecting our environment, preserving the Santa Clara River, the arts, the new community center plan for the seniors. All those are awesome projects and things that the community benefits from directly. The one thing that I would do differently, I have had some construction experience in my job, and one thing I do is trying to renovate a 55,000 square office building with 175 people. You have to try and involve them and get them interested and anticipate needs. One thing I would have done differently is this appointment process. I would have anticipated what the public might be thinking, and in lieu of a special election, knowing that we were going to go into an appointment process, and knowing that Tim Boydston had 17,000 votes, now we're in a sticky position where the city council is going to have to come up with a really good explanation for those 17,000 people why they're not going to appoint Tim Boydston if that's what they decide to do.
And then you have some time left. Is there one thing that you want to leave the listeners with tonight?
Well, one other thing I can speak to is I've heard a lot of the applicants talk about traffic. I think traffic is a direct result of our growth. Last year, the city conducted an independent survey, and 40% of those respondents said that they were troubled by our overdevelopment. So I live in a new house, and I'm in one of those new developments, and I know we value growth, and we don't want to discourage tourism. We want to invite new business to come up here, but with that comes traffic. So traffic studies are going to be important, and maybe even a traffic committee to keep our finger on the pulse of making sure that our development is aligned with our traffic preparedness.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.